All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about movies. Pretty much only one movie in particular, though, and I hope after this you'll go and watch that movie because it was a great movie. Uh, I'm Jackson Rollins. This is Actively Seek. All right. Before I get into the movie I want to talk about, let's talk about my 2023 what do you call it, tier list for movies. First off, we're gonna start with the B tier, and these are only movies that I've seen so far. In B, we have Quantumania and Shazam. In A, we have Guardians 3 and Across the Spider Verse. In F, we're gonna go right to F because there's only one movie down there. We're gonna have Barbie. I went and saw the Barbie movie. Not impressed at all. And then finally, in the top column, the S tier movies that I saw this year so far, Mario and Sound of Freedom. All right, the movie that I want to talk about is The Sound of Freedom. This was a movie that came out July 4th this year, and it was put out by Angel Studios. It had a budget of 14.5 million and it ended up grossing 164 million. So it did really good. And the reason I want to talk about this, it was an amazing movie. I just saw it the other day, and I want to go see it again. And I want you to see it. I want anybody who sees this video to see it because it was such a powerful movie. This film, Sound of Freedom, is based on real life events, surrounding an FBI agent named Tim Ballard. And the reason that I like this movie so much, one, it's true. Two, it's full of action, and three, it's got a powerful message behind it. Angel Studios actually did not own the rights. This movie has been made for I think 5 years. And it was just recently bought by Angel Studios and put out there. So now it's out there for all of us to see, and it's a great message to bring awareness to what the film is about child trafficking. And there's a part that I love in this movie, reiterating theme of this film, and it's God's children are not for sale. And this movie was such a great movie. It had a huge impact on me. Watching this, it made me want to join the FBI and start, tracking all these people down and stopping these organizations and stuff because it's a true reality. The events that took place were all true events. They were obviously it's Hollywood. You gotta add some things here, add some things there to make it all line up into a story. But what was cool is that the film actually showed some at the end of the whole film. It showed some actually live footage of some of these things. One of these events was an island raid where Tim ends up tricking all these traffickers onto this island with all these kids. And in the film, they save I think like 53 kids. That's a real event. And it actually shows a clip of this at the end of the film, the actual raid. And I think in the actual raid, there might have been, I think, 123 victim survivors that they ended up saving in real life. But this film follows a lot of these events and a lot of these things. And there's two characters, two victims that this film follows, along with Tim. And their brother and sister, and you get to see how Tim's rescues them, and this is a true story. And one particular scene I liked was Tim had saved this little boy, and this was one of those true event things. I didn't think it was true. I thought it was part of Hollywood, but then I found out later that this little boy had a dog tag that he gave to Tim, and on it was the verse Timothy 6:11. It was the words that said "Man of God" on it, and Tim took that as like this was his calling. So one person I really want to talk about is Tim Ballard himself, and that's kind of who the film centers around, his experiences. He started out working for Homeland Security, but then so he started working for the government, but there's only so much the government can do when it comes to other countries. So he ends up leaving, the Homeland Security, and he founds his own organization called Operation Underground Railroad. You can actually go to that organization's website, OUROurrescue.org, and you can find a lot more information about this organization. It's a great organization. You can donate, and they're advertising this movie here too on that website now. But definitely go and check it out. Definitely go and check the movie out because child trafficking is an issue, a huge issue in this world, and a lot of times it gets overlooked because it's not your kids it's infecting, but it's infecting other kids. And so I'm gonna end with the Angel Studios, the one who produced it. They wrote a whole article about it, and I will even put that article in the link of my video here. And you should definitely go check out that article too. But I'm going to leave you with the last closing statement they have, and I thought it was a good statement. The importance of being aware of child trafficking as a crisis we are facing cannot be overstated. Sound of Freedom serves as a powerful catalyst, inspiring viewers to take action and demand change. This film shines a light on the harsh reality of trafficking and urges us to speak up and help whenever possible. To truly understand the urgency and impact, get your tickets to Sound of Freedom today. And I can't say it enough. Go see this movie. It was a great movie. And that's all I have for you. So I hope you guys are keeping up with your Bible reading. I hope you guys are continuing seeking God. All right. See you guys. Is there anything else I want to talk about from this film? It was a good film. This is really good. Better than a Marvel film lately. Lately, Marvel films have been kind of trash.